10 early signs of dementia that you should never ignore. This could save your life. What if I told you that dementia starts years, even decades, before the symptoms become obvious? What if the little things you're ignoring today could be the warning signs of something much bigger? You might think dementia only affects the elderly, but that's far from the truth. Memory loss, confusion, and cognitive decline can begin as early as your 40s or 50s. And here's the scary part. By the time most people recognize the symptoms, it's often too late to reverse the damage. Dementia is not just forgetting where you put your keys. It's your brain slowly shutting down, bit by bit, until it affects everything you do. But here's the good news. Detecting the early signs of dementia can help you take action before it's too late. In this video, I'll reveal the 10 early signs of dementia that you should never ignore. Some of them may shock you because they seem like everyday forgetfulness, but they could be red flags of something much more serious. And stick around until the end because I'll share a powerful bonus tip on how to protect your brain and even reduce your risk of dementia by up to 60%. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on life-saving health information. All right, let's get started. What is dementia and why should you care? Dementia is not a normal part of aging. It's a progressive brain disorder that affects memory, thinking, behavior, and even the ability to perform everyday tasks. It happens when brain cells become damaged and stop communicating with each other. Over time, this leads to severe memory loss, confusion, mood changes, and eventually, the inability to take care of yourself. Here's a shocking fact. Over 55 million people worldwide suffer from dementia, and this number is expected to triple by 2050. Scientists now know that dementia starts long before symptoms appear, sometimes 10 to 20 years earlier. That means the changes in your brain might already be happening, even if you feel fine today. So let's talk about the warning signs you must watch for. If you or a loved one are experiencing any of these, don't ignore them. 10 early signs of dementia you should never ignore. But dementia-related memory loss is much more serious. Warning signs: repeating the same questions over and over, forgetting important dates or events, relying on notes or reminders for things you used to do easily, getting lost in familiar places. If you notice these patterns in yourself or a loved one, it's time to pay attention. Difficulty finding the right words. Ever had that tip of the tongue moment? That's normal. But with dementia, word-finding problems become frequent and frustrating. Warning signs: struggling to follow or join a conversation, replacing simple words with incorrect ones, e.g., calling a watch a hand clock. Pausing for long periods trying to remember a common word. If someone suddenly starts mixing up words or their sentences don't make sense, it could be an early sign of cognitive decline. Difficulty completing familiar tasks. Routine activities should be second nature, like making coffee, driving to work, or following a recipe you've used for years. But dementia can make these everyday tasks feel impossibly difficult. Warning signs: forgetting the rules of a favorite game, getting confused while cooking a simple meal, struggling with directions, even in familiar places. Trouble understanding time and place. People with early dementia often lose track of dates, seasons, and even their own location. Warning signs: thinking they are in a different year or place, getting lost, even in familiar locations, feeling confused about the time of day. If someone is constantly confused about whether it's morning or night, or if they suddenly forget where they are, this could be a major red flag. Poor judgment and decision-making dementia can make it hard to assess situations logically, leading to risky or irrational choices. Warning signs: giving away large amounts of money to scammers, wearing inappropriate clothing for the weather, e.g., a winter coat in summer, forgetting to groom themselves or take care of hygiene. If a loved one starts making reckless financial decisions or dressing strangely, don't dismiss it as just aging. It could be something much worse. 6. Mood swings and personality changes. Dementia doesn't just affect memory, it changes personality and emotions too. Warning signs. Sudden mood swings, from happy to angry in minutes. Increased anxiety, depression, or paranoia. Loss of interest in hobbies or social activities. If someone who used to be outgoing suddenly becomes withdrawn, suspicious, or irritable, their brain might be undergoing serious changes. 7. Misplacing items in strange places. We all misplace things, but people with dementia put objects in bizarre places and forget about them completely. Warning signs. Finding car keys in the refrigerator. Putting a remote control in the microwave. Accusing others of stealing their belongings. Withdrawal from social activities. People with early dementia start avoiding family, friends, and social events, sometimes because they're embarrassed about their symptoms. Warning signs. Quitting hobbies they used to love. Avoiding phone calls or gatherings. Seeming uninterested in conversations. Bonus tip. How to reduce your risk of dementia by 60%. The good news? You can take steps to protect your brain and lower your dementia risk. Top brain-boosting tips. Eat brain foods, blueberries, fatty fish, nuts, and leafy greens. Exercise regularly. Just 30 minutes a day improves brain health. Keep learning. Read books, do puzzles, and challenge your brain. Get enough sleep. Poor sleep increases dementia risk. Stay socially active. Regular interactions keep your mind sharp. Research shows that making these changes can lower your dementia risk by up to 60%. The link between gut health and dementia. Another surprising connection scientists are discovering is the link between gut health and brain function. Studies show that the gut microbiome, home to trillions of bacteria, plays a critical role in brain health, memory, and cognitive function. An unhealthy gut, filled with harmful bacteria, can lead to chronic inflammation, which is a major contributor to neurodegenerative diseases like dementia. People who consume highly processed foods, sugar-laden diets, and excessive alcohol may unknowingly be harming their brain by disrupting their gut health. On the flip side, eating fiber-rich foods, fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi, and staying hydrated can promote a healthier gut and potentially lower the risk of dementia. This means that what you eat doesn't just affect your digestion, it could be a deciding factor in how well your brain ages. Dementia and sleep disturbances. A hidden warning sign. One often overlooked early sign of dementia is disrupted sleep patterns. People with dementia frequently experience insomnia, excessive daytime sleepiness, or restless nights filled with tossing and turning. This happens because the brain's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, starts to malfunction. In some cases, individuals may wake up in the middle of the night, feeling completely disoriented, not recognizing their surroundings, or even believing it's daytime. Others may experience a condition called sundowning, where confusion and agitation worsen in the evening. Sleep disturbances are not just an inconvenience. They could indicate that the brain is struggling to regulate normal functions. If you or a loved one is experiencing sudden changes in sleep habits, it's worth discussing with a doctor. Final thoughts. Don't ignore the signs. Dementia is a devastating disease, but catching it early can make a huge difference. If you or a loved one is experiencing any of these warning signs, don't ignore them. Talk to a doctor right away. Which symptom surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. Like and share this video to help raise awareness. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more life-saving health tips. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and take care of your brain.